Hey everyone, Karen Dubs here, FlexibleWarrior.com. It seems like at one point or another, everybody tends to get back pain, including yours truly. So I'm going to share a few tips today that I tend to do when my back is feeling tight and flared up. Now remember, if you've got some disc issue or something going on with your back that's a little bit outside of this scope, make sure you check with your physical therapist, your doctor, your chiropractor before you do any of these. But if it's just more moderate and more muscular, then here's what I like to do. First of all, I start with Deep Blue. Rub your back down with a lot of Deep Blue just to help get it loosened up and warm. Or I tend to also do magnesium oil and the Deep Blue oil, and I combine these two and rub that into my back. Either way, you want to wash your hands right before, because if you get that in your eye, it like burns. Just trust me on that, okay? So the magnesium, by the way, is depleted in a lot of people, and it's a natural muscle relaxant. So the magnesium oil topically is wonderful. Put that on before you start foam rolling, okay? And I know you have a foam roller, so just get it out, dust it off, and take about 3 to 5 minutes to roll out your back. So what I like to do is knees bent, feet flat. You can have your hands crossed across your shoulders like this. Okay, that's great. Or if you feel like you get neck tension and you want to have your hands behind the base of your skull to give yourself a little bit more support, you can do it that way as well. If you tilt your knees a little bit to the right, you'll get on the right side of the spine, a little bit to the left, get on the left side of the spine, get all the parts of your spine, so upper middle, thoracic spine, and then all the way down into the lumbar, okay? And just focus more on where you tend to carry your attention. Making sure that you're breathing, making sure that you're hydrated, okay? Because all of that really helps you to speed with recovery and keeps your muscles limber. Okay, so once you've done that for 3 to 5 minutes, grab your stretch strap. And why I love this stretch strap is that it's got these little holes in it, like this. And again, I'll put these, if you have a hard time finding these myofascial release balls or the stretch strap, I'll put the link in the notes of this video so that you can go to my Amazon shop page and get it there. Okay, so it's got these little holes. You just slide your right foot through the hole and extend your legs straight up. Now, it doesn't have to be all the way straight, okay? If your hamstrings are really tight, a bend in your knee is fine. But when hammies are tight and hips are tight, it does tend to pull on the back. So that's why it's really important that we stretch. So your hands can then slide through the stretch strap, just like that, so you don't have to hold on to it. And then you can just relax into the stretch and breathe. Ideally, at least 5 breaths in each of these poses. Make sure that your tailbone is down, okay? So you're not lifting it up, sacrum and tailbone on the floor. And then from there, a great stretch to do is a reclined butterfly. I'm going to pivot this way because it'll be a little bit easier to see, maybe, okay? You're going to bend your right knee so that it's dropping out to the side, and your right ankle is going to be over your left thigh. You're going to pick your left foot up from the floor. Now, what I want you to do is slide your hands into this strap here. You're going to pull up with your left hand and press your right hand on the inside of your right knee. So you're just gently pressing out to the side. So you've got this figure 4 stretch. Again, same thing, 5 breaths here. Such a great stretch for your hip. And then we're gonna go ahead and release that down. We're gonna get the same thing on the other side. So the strap goes through the loop on your left foot. The left foot goes through that loop. And then you can, again, slide your fingers through the strap, relax your elbows, breathe in and out to the stretch. Remember, this leg does not have to be all the way straight, but if you can get it straight, that's great too. Make sure your tailbone and your sacrum are anchored down, and of course that you're breathing in and out through your nose. We're gonna get the hip next, same thing. Externally rotate the knee out to the side, left hand on the inside of the knee, push it away, and then right hand grabs onto the inside of the strap, pulling up on that right side, so that you're really getting that nice stretch through your left hip. Breathing in and out through the nose. So we're keeping this video short, about 10 minutes, but you can do all this stuff on your own. This is just a short demo for you. Go ahead and release slowly out of that. Now there are tons of other stretches that you can do with the stretch strap, and I'll show more to you at another time. I just thought of something. So when you're getting up from the floor or from out of bed, for your back, if you roll to one side, keep your spine neutral, and push yourself up, that's the best way to get yourself up, keeping your spine neutral. Last thing we're going to do here today is grab your little pink myofascial release balls. So what I love about these is, you know, tennis balls are a little too soft, lacrosse balls are a little bit too hard, but you know, I think these myofascial release balls, just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, these are just right. So if you have two of the myofascial release balls, you can use both of them, but you can just do one side at a time. So what you're going to do is tilt your knees to one side, just like that, slide the ball underneath the curve of the low back, and just roll into it. So if you imprint your spine a little bit by pulling the belly in and pressing the low back down, you're going to feel a little bit more. If you do have two of these little pinky balls, you can put one on each side of your spine and really press down. You can rock a little bit from right to left, and you really feel that release into the low back. A couple more options are, you can also try pulling one knee into your chest while the balls are still underneath there. See how that feels, and make sure that you do it on the other side, of course. And then also, you can rock a little bit from side to side and just really hold into that. So allow the release to happen. Such a great way to release your low back. Very inexpensive. These balls cost like, you know, $3 or $4. Okay, great way to complement what you're doing with your physical therapist, your massage therapist, you know, all of that. Also, let me mention that if this is a little too intense for you to do on the floor like this or on a hard floor, you can, you know, do it on a couch, you can do it on a bed, you can do it on a carpeted surface. You can also put the balls against a wall and lean into it that way. That feels really good too. So those are a few ideas that you can do on your own to release your low back. Of course, doing a gentle yoga practice is a good idea. Child's pose, downward dog, cat-cow, spinal balance, a few other little gentle yoga moves to stabilize the core and to strengthen the back as well. Because just because you can't see it back there, it's important that we strengthen it just like we strengthen the core. So there you go, you guys, a few little quick ideas that I tend to use when my back is feeling tight. If you have any questions whatsoever, just please comment below and let me know. And if you have any requests for videos, I'm open to that as well. So have a great day, you guys, and stay flexible, warriors. Bye.